Alexandria House by Lachlan Seegers, architect in Alexandria, Australia. Located within a suburb that has witnessed radical transformation over the past 150 years, this terrace house was constructed in 1886 as part of a row of 7 single-story terrace houses erected simultaneously, in various styles. The passage of time and the shifting demographic of the suburb resulted in the single-story terrace falling into a state of utter disrepair. It was therefore decided that the existing, street-facing contributory structure should be restored and nurtured, whilst the rear, dilapidated structures that had accumulated over its lifetime should be removed to make way for a new method of occupying the site. The rear facade was cast in earth-colored pigmented concrete and was conceived as a monument of permanence that reflects the necessity of permanence embodied in the contributory street facade. It was important to develop a dialogue whereby the old and new begin a refreshed process of aging together. The new rear of the house establishes a formal order as a counterpoint to the chaos of the rear lane. The stepped arrangement acts as a mediator between the two adjacent neighboring properties, respecting what exists rather than introducing an urban infill that was dislocated from its context. As a consequence of this urban mediation, the rear facade also makes way for the mature jacaranda tree that is gently cradled by the diagonal geometry, creating a living canvas where architecture and nature exist harmoniously in this dense, urban environment. Internally, the new work allows 2 distinct circulation choreographies to unfold: a linear axis from the front door to the rear lane and an intricate, diagonal passage between the kitchen and the rear facade. This diagonal passage links the main circulation axis to a concealed stair, utilizing the element of surprise to amplify the perceived scale of the home. This secret stair, entry sequence, and circulation considerations were implemented to address the client's desire for a strong sense of seclusion and privacy, associated with the upstairs living and sleeping zones. To further enhance a sense of tranquility within the dense urban context, warm, earthy hues were woven into the fabric of the space through pigments, aggregates, ironbark, and rich surfaces of deep burgundy. An intentional, soulful depth to the architectural narrative then emerges in the play of shadows and illumination. The deep burgundy ceilings conceal their true hue in darkness, only revealing their essence when exposed to the gentle touch of controlled natural light. In a departure from terrace house norms, both bounding party walls are located within the site boundaries as opposed to on the boundaries. This prompted a desire to honor and celebrate their defining presence. The solution unfolds as a full-width opening carved from the roof, creating a party wall skylight that draws in an abundance of natural light from above. Purposeful voids, adorned with plate steel balustrades painted white, further intensify the transmission of light and provide a visual narrative of depth between the ground floor and the expansive skylight above.